What's up, everyone? This is Joe Dickinson. I am the founder of Responsive Marketing Agency, and if you have your own marketing agency or you're a web designer or a freelancer or a social media marketer and you want to scale up your agency, or you're wondering, what should I be saying to clients to have them say yes to me for me to build a new website for them, or to do social media management, or to do a logo refresh? I had a local liquor store just reach out to me. They found me on Google. They went through my website. They booked a call. I talked to him, and I put a proposal in front of him where I quoted him between $6 to $7 grand for a website, a quick $500 for a logo refresh. He needs a very small little thing done, and then about $4 grand in monthly marketing work. So if he says yes to all this, all that's going to be sealed. And I want to show you the exact 15-minute screen recording proposal I put in front of him after we talked, that I'm pretty darn confident, and I'll let you guys know, it's gonna seal the client and it's gonna get him in on a new client for us. So with that being said, go ahead and either click the button on this video or play this video, watch it, and if you haven't grabbed my 5K in 30 days through web design services, what are you waiting for? I'll teach you everything from how to build websites, how to do more proposals, how to actually get clients in the first place to actually talk to. How do you do that? I'm gonna show you 4 methods of making all that happen, and then ultimately, how do you scale? So what are you waiting for? Go watch the video and then go get the course, join our Facebook group, and I look forward to helping you bring your agency to the next level this year and beyond. See ya, bye. Dave, what's up, man? All right, I wanted to walk you through this Super Liquor's rough game plan. So I go into pretty good detail here on what I think we should do, and then you can kind of evaluate it, look at budget, see if there's some alignment here. And if not, all good. You can feel free to use this with the other company. I will not be offended by that. But, of course, hopefully you say, no, man, this looks all great. Let's do it. So task number 1, there's a couple things that we want to worry about, but I broke them down into tasks just so it's easy to understand. So task 1, update existing logo. Take the existing logo, change the S to a B, maybe change the font. I know we talked about that. So what we would basically do is first change the S to a B. We'll give you like 3 different versions of that. And I'll show you with the current font, and then we'll give you some other font choices just so you can kind of get a visual of, imagine seeing a grid of like all these logos. You could be like, oh, I like that one, or I like this combo, or whatever. I know you talked about maybe like a brush stroke or something, but once again, we can just kind of mess with a couple and then see where we land. Approximate cost, $400 to $500-ish. That's probably where we're going to land on that, I would assume. We're not doing a full-blown logo or anything. Logos start at $1,000 with us just because they tend to be pretty time-consuming when you really dig into it, but this is just kind of a revamp of what's there. So I'm just going to kind of guess. Could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more, but you're probably going to be in this range. Task number 2, update website, refresh, consolidate, and SEO optimize. Your current website, of course, is right here. I know you wanted to ditch the whole inventory thing. A lot of this stuff is probably unnecessary to have, so not only can we consolidate it, but streamline it and make it look way more impressive. The good thing is there's not all that much we got to do to really go beyond the competition. Now, we'll still give you a world-class, beautiful website if we do the work. That's just how we do things. But the good thing is we're going up against something like this. And then yesterday's doesn't even have one, I don't believe. So anyways, all good, but things to do. Remove unnecessary info like inventory. I'll discuss some other stuff that you'd want to get rid of, etc. We just discussed that briefly, but you get the idea. Let's basically streamline and simplify it. So things to do, remove unnecessary info, refresh the design. I found a couple designs, templates that I think look pretty good. We don't use templates. It's just if you said, oh, I love the look of that one template, we then can create something similar to that knowing you're going to like the finished product as opposed to us just whipping something out. So I'm going to show you these in just a minute, but I did structure out the way I think the website should flow. You can look at that and say, hey, this looks great, but let's also add this or whatever. So between my thoughts and your thoughts, I think we'll land on a winning structure. That's kind of the first step of a website of how does it need to flow, and then let's go make it look really pretty. So anyways, I'll walk you through that in a second, but just check out some of these aesthetics real quick. Here's one. Some of these are like wineries, you know. This is a liquor store template, but I thought this looked pretty cool. Of course, we would make it all branded to you, but just an idea of like how it could kind of overall flow and look. Good, strong hero image section here. This could communicate like current specials you guys have, or there's an event coming up, or the Tito's girls are in, or whatever. We talked about that kind of changing somewhat frequently depending on what you guys are doing. So you get the idea, just to kind of scroll through. Obviously, you wouldn't have much of this because we're not really worried about selling stuff. So a lot of this is unnecessary, but anyway, just a rough look of just some coloring. Here's another one right here. This one's a bit darker. This one here I thought would look pretty cool. The logo might look cool up, in the center, something like this. Boom. Once again, not related necessarily to what you guys do, just an overall idea. And if you have if you know of a liquor store that's got like a bomb website, like maybe Joe Canales does, I haven't even looked. But if you have or have seen one that you like the look of a lot, just show me. We can mirror that. Here's another one. Just an idea of just kind of like an overall color scheme. But this is where the important stuff is, as far as how we structure it. So here's what I think. Top section, we do a hero section, so strong image of the inside of the store. I think showing people, hey, look, we've got an incredible selection. We've got a really cool spot for you to come shop. Come to us instead of the competitors. And then we have a good headline up there, like best prices, best selection guaranteed. Probably something more robust than that, but you get the idea. So imagine looking at the website, seeing a big hero section at the top with a good, strong image of the interior of Super Liquors, and then, of course, a good, strong, enticing headline. Next section, by the way, when you're running an event, tasting or whatever, we'll update the main hero image. So here's an example. Here's a supplement company that I actually co-own. So we have a holiday sale going on right now. So as you can see, the hero image is obviously related to that. So we can update that based on things that are happening inside of obviously the liquor store or a charity, or an event or whatever that we're going to be doing. So that's that. Here's one more example of another one. This is for a lady we built a website for. She's got an event coming up, so we've made the hero image reflect that. So that's that. Next section, location map and hours and a number to call. My thoughts are, people are probably Googling real quick, liquor store near me. They click on your website, they see a strong top image, and then immediately they see okay, here's exactly where it is. So we put a good map of it, and then hours and a number to call. This website we built a while ago. This is Randazzo's Pizza. But the big things they wanted to communicate was free delivery to the island, ask about our gluten-free options, numbers right here, maps right here. You get the idea that we're just thinking okay, how is your customer actually going to be functioning on your website, and build based on that. So we do that. Then imagine the next section, we do a join our mailing list for freebies, giveaways, birthday gifts, and so much more. Instead of just saying join our mailing list, let's give people a compelling reason. Hey, put your name, your email, your phone number, and your birthday in there and see if you can send them a little happy birthday. I don't know if you can give discounts and stuff on liquor. I'm not sure what the laws are, but you get the idea. Just something that will entice them. And then we'll get this synced up to your current CRM. So whatever you're using right now to store emails and email people, I don't know if you're using anything, but if you've got something like a MailChimp or an Aweber, we can use that. If not, I always recommend ActiveCampaign. It's a really strong CRM. We can pop people in there. We can tag them based on this person's a purchaser, this person joined the newsletter or whatever. But we'll do something along those lines. We've got something like this on Randazzo's. Yeah, join our email list and be the first to know. That's okay. Once again, this was built a long time ago. We probably would not make it this vague. Here's a better example. Check this out. Bossly.com. So this is for that same lady that we built a website for, but look right here, access weekly content. Pop in your email and I'll deliver value that will rock your socks. I also give things away, etc. So we ask for that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit more enticing to opt in. So we would do something similar for you to start building that email list, which will be really valuable for you sending out, hey, new arrivals and all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of meat on this bone right here. Next section, inventory snapshot. My thoughts here, dude, I think it would be really cool just to communicate to people you're not going to be disappointed coming to us. We've got a huge warehouse, essentially, of wines, liquors, beers, etc. So my thoughts are, if you give me we've got over 10,000 wines and 4,500 beers or whatever those stats are, I think it'd be cool to build a section around that. And then my thoughts were, check out what we did on hers. Let me find an example. Let me go over to here. So you see this pattern behind here, dude? It says #BossLee. It's kind of faded. But my thoughts were it'd be really cool to do maybe on this section a pattern of all the main logos Kate May, Kim Crawford, Barefoot, whatever, Slack Tide. Just the ones that people might be looking for, and just drill this section with all those so they're oh, boom, that's what I was looking for. So I think that would be a cool little thing to put right there to just tell people you're not going to be disappointed for coming to us. And then right here, next section, a grid of impressive imagery. So a bunch of different shots of the interior of the building, just showing the wines and the whiskeys and the beers. And we could do a headline some of our most popular aisles or sections or something like that. And we've got these images. So once again, it just makes people feel comfortable and let me make the drive to Super Liquors as opposed to somewhere else. And then last section, we just kind of reiterate with a quote, shop the best selection at the best prices with the best people. Come visit us today. And then a generic contact form we can do, similar to something just like this. And we can go ahead and send that into your CRM. I can also have this ping like someone, their phone could ring, like new contact request or, whatever. I can have those alerts go out if we need to do anything like that. And then, of course, make sure the site's fully SEO optimized. Approximate cost, you're probably going to be in the 6 to 7K range. That's for custom design development. We don't do templates over here. We do everything from scratch, but we build it where you can edit it too. So either we can make those edits on the top or you can, but there's no big monthly fee or anything. The only thing you got to worry about is it's going to cost you about $300 a year for Webflow for us to host your website there. That's just what the cost is. So anyways, that's that, but we're not here to charge you $300 a month just for hosting when in reality, dude, there's really nothing to pay for. Just pay for the year and you're good. If you want changes and stuff, yes, I'll charge you for that, but if it takes us a minute or two to do, I'm not going to charge you for anything. We'll just get it knocked out. But if you have, hey, we need to update a new section or put a new image here, that's fine. Our agency rate's $250 an hour at the time I'm shooting this video. They are going to be going up, but you get the idea. If there's an hour of work, hey, $250, we get it knocked out, or 2 hours or whatever, you get the idea. So anyways, that's your approximate cost, dude. Could go a little bit more, could go a little bit less, depending on how or where we land with all this. That kind of comes in that revisions process, but this is probably where you're going to be just so you can kind of budget it. And then I'll also get you the social media assets, so Facebook and Instagram profile pictures with your new logo. We'll do a cover photo for you. That'll all be included inside of this. Task 3, pass emails to your current CRM. So when people pop their email into their newsletter, we want to have an email going back saying, hey, thanks so much for joining. We look forward to communicating with you. Talk to you soon or something. So I just need to know what you're using right now. We need to pass that info from the website to that CRM, or we can set up a new one. Approximate cost, probably around $500. And then future ideas after the above. We talked about emails going out. 1 to 2 emails a week, whatever is requested by the client. I'm just giving you a rough cost, $750-ish a month, maybe $1,000, maybe a little bit less. It depends on how many emails we're going out. If it's 1 email a month, that's much different than 1 email a week. Social media management, 3 to 5 posts a week on Facebook and Instagram, 3 to 5 stories a week on Facebook and Instagram. Social media packages usually start around the $2,500 a month area. That's for us to produce content, put it out, write captions, and handle all the comments, unless the comments really are going crazy, which I don't think is going to happen here. And that's on top of you sending us content. So, hey, here's a new picture of new arrival, etc. We're going to need, that kind of stuff weekly. I don't need an enormous amount because we can produce our own, but having something consistently like that would be good. Having someone in the store, one of your employees do that would be great. And then also ad campaign management and creation. This is where I think you're probably going to get a nice ROI. This is basically just going to be running ads. So in the summer, we'll run more ads to everyone on the island, and even within, say, a 15-mile radius or whatever, just letting them know, hey, Super Liquors is here. Come here for the best prices, best selection, the quickest in and out, etc. Really convenient location. So this is where you'll probably see your most bang for your buck. This is important to do for sure. I would say this is probably the biggest thing to really consider. Just because we can go ahead and get ads running and paying Facebook and Instagram to show your ads in front of people who are here locally. So that would be good. So anywhere cost-wise, anywhere between $1,500 to $2,000, depending on what you're spending. So let's just say you're spending $500 a month paying Facebook $500 a month, or let's just say $300 a month. That's $10 a day roughly over a 30-day span. So if you're spending that, you're probably going to be at about $300 and then $1,200 a month in management. Now, what we do is every day we go in there, we see what ads are working, we scale up the ones that are, we kill the ones that are not, we dial in your audience if we need, etc. So that's where that comes. That's why I say you're probably going to be anywhere in here, but that's an all-in cost. So if you're spending $500 a month and we're pulling $1,500 in the maintenance and management, that's right around the $2,000 mark. Now, that could scale up if you're like, dude, these ads are killing it. I got more people coming in. We might want to boost it where we're spending $1,000 a month on Facebook. That obviously makes that cost go up. So if you looked at it like, all right, well, what's the whole thing going to cost from a monthly standpoint? If I had to loop all these together, once again, I'm just ballparking, probably a $4,000 to $5,000 a month deal. So to get in the door with us, you're looking at where did I have it here? The $6,000 to $7,000. And then the $4,000, I got to go over this too for you. The $4,000 to $5,000 a month-ish, but this is optional, dude. You don't need to do this. I'd be happy just to kind of maybe show someone in-house that you've got that can kind of do it. That's up to you, but if we do it, we will do it and we will do it well. I mean, that's the reality here. One other thing I want to share with you, Google review campaign. Google reviews are massive. You have a ton. You have, I think, over 400, and you have like 4.5 stars, which is good. Circle's got like 800 though, so would want to boost that up. So Point Auto over there in Summers Point, we did actually a review campaign for them. We've got this flyer sitting on their desk. So people can go in and literally just scan this code, and it pulls the Google review right up so they can drop a 5-star review right there. Point Auto's incentive is they give them one of these cards that gives them $10 off their next purchase or their next service or whatever it might be. That's what they wanted to do. So basically, they've got this sitting here, but then people that don't take advantage of that, they give out one of these double-sided cards to every single person that leaves. So this lands in their wallet. It incentivizes them to leave a review once they get home, and it puts Point Auto in everyone's wallet. So that's the idea there. We would do something probably similar for you. I just want to get those reviews way up so you just crush everyone. That'd be another thing that we'd have to think about doing, but we could probably loop something like that into this. So this you can worry about later. This is what you need to focus on right now. And once again, what I'll tell you, dude, is it's up to you. I'm assuming, I might be cheaper than the other competition, which is great. If I'm not, you can go with them. The reality is if we do this, we will do it extremely well and at a really nice high level for you, and will allow you to be able to edit the site, etc. So with all that being said, appreciate you, man. We're super responsive. We look forward to hopefully working with you. That's why the name of our company is Responsive Marketing Agency. And if you got any questions or ideas, brother, let me know and I can add it in here. Even things where you're like, hey, but what about this? How much would this cost or whatever? So with all that being said, appreciate it. Talk to you in a bit, man. See ya.